Hello Sekiro fans, this is Dave at Polygon Guides, and I'm going to show you how to beat Lady Butterfly using the most effective shinobi prosthetic, our favorite combat art, and a handful of strategies to disrupt her relentless attacks. Alright, let's start at the beginning. When you run into the arena, Lady Butterfly will always run to you and throw her projectiles. Block them! It's that easy and repeatable every time. Your loaded shuriken is the best prosthetic tool for this fight. Using it at the right moment will disrupt Lady Butterfly's attacks and open her up for damage. So, whenever Lady Butterfly jumps and stays in the air, it's time to throw a shuriken, but only when she's moving. You have to wait a second or two before she does that. If a shuriken lands when she's hovering, she's going to block it. If a shuriken lands while she's moving, she'll fall to the ground. At that point, you can close the gap between you and attack. You can even disrupt her unblockable perilous attack with this technique. Next up, attacking after she attacks. The worst mistake you can make in pretty much every boss fight is attacking without a plan. And pretty much every enemy, and in particular bosses, are happy to disrupt your attacks and cause major damage. So our advice for Lady Butterfly is about attacking, at least on the ground, only after she attacks. It's defense followed by offense. Attack Lady Butterfly after she finishes a flurry. Block her attacks, maybe deflect if you're feeling confident, and when she's done, attack her back. Your first hit will probably land and deal vitality or health damage, and she'll block for a while, but that's cool, because even when she's blocking, you're dealing posture damage. We love the Nightjar / combat art for disrupting her attacks and closing the distance between you and her too. You don't have to worry so much about causing big vitality damage, just chip away, and every time she blocks, she loses a little more posture. So, your fight is about slowly chipping away at her vitality until you can do some meaningful posture damage. That means using every chance you have to deal damage, even if it's only a little bit at a time. Lady Butterfly's most basic attack is a swipe with each hand, and she follows that with a downward kick. She's going to use it a lot. Whenever you see her wind the kick up, she'll have her foot in the air, step dodge, and then immediately hit the attack button to dodge counterattack. She also has a sweeping perilous attack. If you're super lucky, she'll do it as a standalone move. More often though, she tends to do it at the end of a long string of attacks. If she's on the ground and the red kanji appears, she's gonna sweep. Jump, and then press jump again to jump kick her and deal extra posture damage. Of course, you can also dodge out of the way. Next, watch her to do a darting 3-jump hover, and you'll also hear her yell. She's trying to jump on your head here, so when she's right above you, she's going to pause for just a moment, step dodge out of the way, and then counterattack as soon as she lands. Last move we're going to talk about is she'll follow an attack by jumping back and floating. When she's hovering, she'll do an elaborate wind up and dive straight at you. When she's winding up, and if you don't have a shuriken to throw at her, step dodge to the side. If you're quick, you can even get in a couple of hits. Another thing to think about in this first stage is protecting yourself. Obviously, you can block, but there's a whole bunch of wooden posts that run up either side of the boss battle arena that you're in. If you need to heal, run away and hide behind one of those posts. Put it between you and Lady Butterfly, and they will block her projectile attacks. You're safe to pop a pellet or drink from your healing gourd. Alright, let's talk about Phase 2 with their summons. So, the second phase of Lady Butterfly adds minions to the battlefield. When they appear, you've got a few options. First, you can use Snapseed quick items to make them disappear, although there is a proximity effect, so like just using one doesn't necessarily make them all go away. That's a perfectly reasonable thing to do, but Snapseeds are an exceptionally rare item, which makes them obviously precious. Don't waste them. And you actually don't have to use them, so we're not exactly suggesting that in this. Another option, run away from Lady Butterfly so that you're not fighting her and the minions at the same time. At that point, you can either avoid or kill a few minions, and killing them has the chance of generating spirit emblems. Keep that in mind if you're running low. Either way, they will disappear eventually, and your main goal should be minimizing the damage they could cause. The third option is going to sound a little nuts, but it's true. You can prevent Lady Butterfly from spawning her minions. How do you do that? With the shuriken tactic we talked about before. It's possible, but it's not easy. But here's the deal. As soon as you finish Phase 1 of the fight, Refill your health and run to the spot where she reappears. It's over by the giant statue opposite of the side where you entered. As soon as she lands on the ground, attack her. Causing damage is good, but the real focus here is preventing her from summoning her minions. Attack relentlessly to keep disrupting her. When she goes up into the air, throw shurikens, and doing that can prevent her from ever summoning those minions. The Nightjar / combat art, once again, is an excellent way to disrupt her attacks and keep her blocking. As before, every block means a little more posture damage, and it also closes the gap between Wolf and Lady Butterfly, which means you're effectively guaranteed to connect every time you use it. Defeat Lady Butterfly and you will receive the Memory Lady Butterfly. Use that at a Sculptor's Idol to level up your attack power. You'll also receive the Sakura droplet, which gives you an additional resurrection opportunity. All right, that is it. Good luck, and thanks for watching.